With what is going on the past few days in Nigeria, from the sexual harassment scandal involving Obi Akpabio, the Senate president, and how many senators have, instead of calling for an investigation into the allegations, they have all been condemning the victim, Senator Natasha Akpabio. From there to the Supreme Court judgment ordering the central bank and other agencies of government to stop federal allocations to Rivers State, which is tantamount to declaring that Rivers State no longer belongs to Nigeria. P2B has now reacted to all this in a strong statement that you can call a strong rebuke of the three arms of government. Writing on his verified X handle, P2B said, "Too much attention on frivolities as poverty deepens is concerning. It is deeply troubling that Nigeria's political leadership is rapidly descending into an embarrassing spectacle. We are at a time when our nation faces the highest levels of actual and multidimensional poverty, soaring infant mortality rates, millions of out-of-school children, one of the most insecure and hunger-stricken nations on earth, grappling with escalating insecurity and countless other challenges. One would expect our leaders to be focusing and sacrificing solely on providing urgent, transformative solutions to this myriad of problems, but not necessarily. Instead, the national discourse is consumed by trivialities, whether it is allegations of sexual harassment or budget padding in the National Assembly, controversies surrounding state houses of assembly speakership, reckless court judgments threatening to destabilize or deprive the state of funding to provide needed services to the citizens. What is coming out of the three arms of government, the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary, is disgusting and uninspiring. The executive show of negative power as seen in Osun State, the reckless judicial pronouncement on Rivers State that is capable of threatening democracy, plus the embarrassing scandal from the National Assembly all combine to give a gloomy picture of our democratic journey. Leaders in these three arms should avoid undue disruptive interference in affairs of subnational government activities. Urgent steps should be taken by the leadership of the three arms to stabilize our polity and stem politicians from defecting to parties where they feel it will be easier to rig them into office. This reckless neglect of serious governance is a grave disservice to the millions of Nigerians who deserve competent, accountable leadership focused on solving real problems. The blatant display of political rascality coupled with widespread irregularities paints a distressing picture of a leadership that has abandoned its core responsibility to the people and is making governance resemble a theoretical performance rather than a serious commitment to public service. While citizens bear the crushing weight of various hardships due to misgovernance, those in power prioritize personal interests and political gamesmanship over the nation's well-being. This mockery of leadership is not only unacceptable, it is a betrayal of the people's trust. Nigeria cannot afford to be governed like a reality TV show while millions suffer for so long. It is time for leadership rooted in character, competence, capacity, consistency, compassion, and urgency. Leadership that prioritizes education, healthcare, and poverty alleviation. Anything less threatens the nation's stability, undermines the present, and betrays the nation's future. If P2B didn't post this statement on his verified X handle, many people wouldn't believe that such a rebuke would come from P2B. Yes, but it's not surprising. Many people mistake P2B's gentle approach to issues as weakness, but they don't really know the man. And even philosophically, anyone that knows good things also knows bad things. That's how it works. Otherwise, how was the person able to separate good and bad? Once anyone is able to separate good and bad, it means the person knows the two. He just chooses to do only the good ones. That's what many people don't understand. That's why you see people making statements like, this man cannot defend his votes. He cannot face Tinubu. That only someone like Atiku can face Tinubu, as if Atiku did anything the other time. In 2023, he came second. Yes, they allocated votes. What did he do? Did he do anything extraordinary to reclaim his mandate if he truly won the election? So why are they saying that this time around it will be different, that only Atiku Abubakar can face Tinubu and defend his vote? It's just funny, all these kind of statements. These are mostly coming from political jobbers who are looking for an opportunity to get into government and maybe start from where they stopped when PDP lost power in 2015. Anyway, it's understandable why P2B sounds this way. It's very frustrating where we found ourselves in Nigeria, and it seems many Nigerians have tuned off. They don't really care much what is happening again. That's why the politicians keep taking us for a ride. When you think you've seen the worst of what they've done, they do another one, they go lower than what they did in the past. And look at the scandal, for instance, rocking the National Assembly. Not just National Assembly, it is the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio. All you see is senators coming out to defend him, even on national television, accusing the victim of being irresponsible, citing her antecedents, that she once accused this person, accused that person, as if all that can't be true at the same time.
And this is not the first time. Just give me some time. This is not the first time this woman is doing this. This is a woman that have accused Yaya Bello of sexual harassment. This is the same woman that have accused the. I'm coming. Allow me to flow. Allow me to flow. Okay. This is a woman I saw in a video yesterday accusing a minister of sexual harassment. Are you the only woman in Nigeria, Senator Natasha? What is wrong with you?
Oh, your mic.
But Senator Webber,
okay, 1 second.
This is madness.
Senator Webber, just because
Nigerian women should rise against it. Let me tell you something.
Yes.
Senator Natasha is spoiling game for Nigerian women trying to enter politics because nobody will vote for a woman. No, I'm telling you, if women can behave this way, then that is danger.
Well, that's a generalization. That's a generalization.
And I have my points.
Ladies will understand this. Try walking a crowded street in Nigeria or a crowded market. You will see people going beyond assaulting the person. Hey, come here. In the guise that they want to sell something to the person, they want to invite that person to come and buy something from them. They take it to a very high level. They start touching the person to the extent that you can even call it caressing the person. Yes, this happens especially when a lady is very beautiful and into Nigerian politics that is now dominated by thugs. Thugs that graduated from being election riggers and go-getters for corrupt politicians. These corrupt politicians now trust these thugs to the extent that they hand them party tickets. These kind of characters can be found in many state house of assemblies, even in the federal house of assembly. So you see people who are not supposed to be there. You see people talking as if they are from another planet, as if they don't have a sense of their own. Everything to them is psychophancy, maintaining the status quo. They don't care about good governance. They don't even talk about governance at all. They are all there to enrich themselves at the detriment of suffering Nigerians. So it's not a surprise why Nigeria is the way it is, because thugs dominate the decision-making process across different governments in Nigeria, from state governments, legislature, to the federal government. So nothing good can come from them. These guys prioritize themselves over Nigerians. They prioritize maintaining the status quo, perpetrating themselves into power. Their friends, associates, their children, they make sure that they maintain that patronage so that when they get old, the people they put in power will continue the process. So you understand that Nigeria is in a deep mess. Unless the good people will rise and say no, the worst of us should stop representing us. They should stop taking decisions for us because they don't know what they are doing. Nigerians are talking about development, but they are talking about building hotels for themselves, acquiring properties abroad, laundering money, riding in long motorcades, buying expensive luxury vehicles. These are their priorities. So unless Nigerians wake up and say, ha, we will no longer be distracted, we will capitalize on every mistake they make to hold them to their toes, and during elections we must make sure we vote for the right candidates so that people who will prioritize the needs of Nigerians can get to power and do all the right things. Thanks for watching.